EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Bailey now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. To throw is Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch 54, watch 54. Time to go right now.
Gonna go 5-0 here?
Right there, 54.
Hey, Echo.
54, Mike. Come on, G.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Strong.
It's going to be a long day. Hey, switch gears. Switch.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a first and 10 at the 11.
It's just me and you.
Regular.
Go.
54.
Mike 54.
35.
Blue Dan. Sponge. No.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that makes the score 7-0. now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Hey, Delta. Give me some. Give me some.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Come on. You better bring it.
Mike, 55, Mike.
Black. I'm coming for it.
Cousins to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Charles Harris in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
PPP.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
50-20.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd down, it's Drake. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Watch the run. Check, 55 to Mike.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Cousins now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Johnson was the intended receiver.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Wide, get wide.
Hey, shift.
Now Drake. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Mike's 5.
180.
Mike's 5-4.
34. Jim, go Jim. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
52 and 56. 52 and 56. Strong.
Check 25.
Hatchet.
Throwing on second down. Fitzpatrick. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Parker, the intended target, but now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Ricardo Lewis. As the first half is winding down, the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
52's the Mike.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas City. And Pittsburgh just didn't show up against New England. And I don't think we expected that at all because I thought Pittsburgh's defense was really good in the preseason.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Cousins again. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, hey, Alpha.
They'll throw again. Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
So don't say nothing.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, at some point during this broadcast, we had to bring up the Antonio Brown saga, and that moment is right now. I got to get your thoughts. I got to get you on the record. What do you think of all this?
Well, when you go back to Oakland, and you know about my relationships with the head coach and the general manager there, but putting that aside, one, never would have made the deal for him. I just never saw him as a guy that was going to go from place to place and be the influence that you want in a locker room, and that proved to be true in Oakland. Now he gets a new start, kind of a fresh start, to put it mildly, in New England, and they seem to be all on board with that. But that has to be the one team that can take him, because they have a head coach there that if he doesn't do what the head coach wants, he actually will get rid of it. If he went to another team, they would try and continue to make it work, and that might grind down a team in a locker room, but that won't happen in New England. So if he's still there, that means it's working well. Otherwise, he'll be out of there fast.
Strong.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Check 2 draw quarters. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
From the gun, it's Drake. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Your trip is here.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd and 1, here's Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
18 big yards on that one and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Drake. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Go ahead.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Regular.
54. Let's go, D. Kill. Turn up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, color.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 18.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
There you go. Get down, get down, get down. Regular. I'm letting you know right now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Get that quarterback. Check 37. Check 37.
Left.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Right there.
Feel it. Go ahead.
54 Mike.
I got wide. He's coming. We got double up.
Mike's 50.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check. Watch 54. Stop your whining.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Second down and goal. Fitzpatrick toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to give
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I put in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.